Oh, hello, everyone. I hope everyone's doing well. Just recently, my husband had to apply for Social Security benefits. He will be full retirement age. If you remember, I did a video on when I applied. I applied at 62. So I'm pretty much grandfathered in with the amount that I'm making now. I didn't realize that at the time. I did have it in my list to ask him about that. So I assume they told me. I don't know. But needless to say, I would get 5 extra years of drawing Social Security than he did. So I'm not really having a problem with it. I just kind of was under the impression that I would, when I reached full retirement age, I would be able to draw half of his instead of just mine. So I lost about $300 a month. However, I'll be able to draw for 5 more years while I was working. I just recently retired. And so that's a good bit of extra money. You never know how long you're going to live. So I've just been drawing for a year and a half, and we've been trying to pay off debt with that. But my husband's first check is going to be in September. He's still going to work full time because I won't have insurance. So he's still going to, and we're still trying to pay off a few more bills. And so he's going to work until next year sometime, and we're just going to see where we're at. And he's still going to work part-time after that, because I don't know if you realize you almost can't make it on just Social Security more unless you have a lot of retirement. We have some, but not near enough to last, more than likely. And so him still working part-time, we can be able to save part of that for later in life. And but what you have to do, what I would suggest you do first, is go to SSA.gov, that's Social Security Administration.gov, and go ahead and just get a password and a login and all that, where they can prove your identification and everything, so you can have access to your account. You can do that at 20. I mean, just go ahead and do that, because that's one less step you'll have. Last year, my husband did turn 65, so he had to go ahead and start Medicare Part A. In doing so, we realized he didn't have a Social Security card anymore. I believe he had the Social Security card, he just didn't have his birth certificate anymore. So we had to apply and get that birth certificate in the mail before 65. All that's on the website. It will tell you what you'll need to do before you can apply for Medicare Part A. A is free. It's hospitalization. So we have a group policy. So his A, it will be his primary, and then his group will be a secondary. He does not carry B right now, so he will carry that when he goes part-time. We will apply for that. He won't be penalized, they assured me, and have to pay more, since he can prove that he has a group policy with a company that has more than 25 employees. So that should be fine. But people don't realize, they just see how much their Social Security check is going to be, but they don't realize that you're going to have, right now it's $185 a month taken out for Medicare Part B. Then you got to get the medicines and G, and there's so many things. And then if you want a supplemental, so more than likely right off the bat, you're going to lose about $500 a month out of that check. Then when there's two of you, when I turn 65, there'll be two of us. So that's like $1,000 less a month just on insurance. Medicare, I mean, like what we paid into our whole lives, just like our Social Security. And I hear Medicare B is going up next year to over $200 a month. So you just almost have to continue to work part-time, unless you just really have a lot of money put back. So young kids today, put retirement up, put as much as you can up. Hopefully it'll still be there, when you reach that age. But we just called. We set up an appointment with the Social Security Administration to call us. We went through the phone call. You can apply online when you want to start drawing Social Security. But we tried that, and it was so confusing, and I wasn't sure if we were doing the right thing, so we just decided to go with the phone call. We had to wait about 5 weeks before we could get the phone call, so make sure you get the appointment early. before you want to start, before you reach full retirement age. Uh, we talked to them last week. It was real smooth because we had already applied for Medicare A. So they had all our information. They just had to verify things. It's good to have both, if parents, both spouses there, because they're going to ask questions that my husband didn't know about. Seriously, some things that he should know about when we got married and such. He couldn't even remember the year we got married. So you just need to have both spouses there. And for that. So we will start getting his check in September, even though he's of full retirement age in August. His birthday is the 10th of every month of December. So he's going to get his, they said, the second week of every month. I get mine the third week of every month because I was born on the 15th. My full retirement age is 68, not 66. And no, mine is 67. My full retirement age is 67. My husband's is now 66 and 8 months. That's not something that just started. That's something that's been in the process for years, that they were raising the retirement age from 65 to these different ages. And it just depends on the year you was born. But it was not difficult, but it is. What we're planning on doing is once we start drawing that, and he's still going to be working full time, I'm trying to make sure he has absolutely nothing to do when he comes home, when we can go walk and he can take care of himself. He can read his Bible. That's my job now, is to be home and make sure he can continue to work and it not have a lot of stress when he comes home. I feel like that's my job. I'm trying to conserve and be a good steward of the light bill, and you hanging clothes on the line, trying to cook as much as I can. I'm trying to cook up a lot of things that I have right now, but I plan on cooking a lot of things from scratch and starting to hopefully have some good recipes coming, because I have a lot of Depression era cookbooks and things that I think it'll be easy to do. And I want to keep him healthy and cook foods that will get us to live a long life. But with my check, we're planning on hopefully pretty much just saving my check every month. And if we can do that till he's through, then, within a year, we'll have a good bit saved just from that. And with his check, it'll take the place of my lost income. But me staying home is actually costing us less because I don't have the gas to go to work anymore. I'm able to do things now that is saving us money, hit sales at the stores. I've got a whole bunch of tomatoes up here we were able to grow this year, and bell peppers, and I haven't bought a cucumber in months. But yeah, I'm just trying to just be a good steward with our money, and because we've just always had a lot of medical bills over the years, or just things, it just seemed like nothing ever went right, so we would always owe something. But this wasn't about that. This is just mainly about what to do to prepare yourself for drawing Social Security. I did at 62. It's not hard to do. Medicare, you have to get Medicare at 65. If you're working still, have group policy, you can wait on all the other B and all that, but you have to have A, which is free. We've not even had to use it yet. He's had it for a year now. And I'm still on his group policy. That's one reason why he's still going to work longer, because I won't be 65 until next December. So I have a ways to go. So as long as I can keep him healthy, he can maybe keep working. Anytime he just feels like he can't do it anymore, we'll hopefully have some more bills paid off and some more saved. And then he can just go to working part-time where he's at now. And then I'll just have to try to get an insurance policy for a few months. But I'm hoping he'll be able to make it till he's 68. But if he can't, he can't. I'm not going to make him. But that's what's going on. I just wanted to let you know about how to do the Social Security. Anyway, if you have any questions, just leave it in the description, and what I know, I might can help you. Thank you so much. God bless.